What's up with you guys, man? It's day 19. We're back at it. It's a Monday morning. I'm feeling stronger. And not thanks to my own power, just thanks to the grace of God, man. This was a hard weekend. It was a brutal weekend. It was a hard weekend, no pun intended. Right? I had to stay dialed in the face of the strongest temptations. Okay? This practice is different it's different for different people, all right? Like, no offense, but if you don't have anything tempting you, anything really pulling at you to break your streak, then it's not exactly the same, you know. It's not like I'm sitting alone in my room with no opportunities, complete loneliness. No, I'm sitting in my room ignoring opportunities. Man, I woke up yesterday morning to like a bunch of missed calls on my phone, people blowing up my phone, trying to hang out. I spent the whole day trying to stay dialed in. I got some rest. I did some stuff for work, and then I went to play chess with a fellow Christian in the community. We just went to a coffee shop and played for a few hours, and it was great. It was a great way to pass time, lots of fun. Then I got home and I relaxed, but you know, the urges came back, and I was praying to God, and I'm like, God, like, when am I gonna be clean? You know, like, I know you're supposed to clean me. I know I'm not able to clean myself. I can't do it myself. That was the purpose of Jesus coming. But when is it going to happen? When am I going to be clean? I realize I cannot argue with God. I cannot quarrel with my Creator. You know, that's nonsense. There's a scripture that says that. Like, you're wasting your time trying to argue with your God. Because He has a plan for each and every single one of us. He has a plan set in place. You know, we are God's building. You know, He is the potter, we are the clay. We need to let Him mold us. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to let my Father mold me. I'm trying to let Him turn me into the man I'm supposed to become. Because this moment in my life, man, this time period, it's insane, dude. Because feels like I don't have many people that are walking this path. You know, I don't know anyone in my real life that's really trying to walk this path that I'm on, even though it is the right path. You know, I bring it up and they make me look and sound like an idiot, and I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of hearing that sentiment around me. You know, the only person I know that is locked in is like some people I know on the internet. I don't even know these people in real life. And I see the brothers in this community as well that are locked in, and they motivate me, but they're all on the other side of the world. And it brings me joy knowing that they're like-minded, but it also brings me a little bit of pain knowing that I gotta carry the torch in my area. It's not about, you know, it's not about me getting support. I gotta be that support. That's a mission that you're called on as a man of God, as a man who's being called to retain his seed in this world of releases. You know, you're that light in your area, you're that torch in your dark area, right? And God is trying to use me, but the devil can see that, and he's trying to put a stop to it. He's throwing all the stops at the kid, man. It's different for me, because like the level that I'm at now, the way that I am now, the way my life is, you know, if I wanted to go out and live that crazy, wild lifestyle, it really wouldn't be that hard to do. You know, like I've been adjacent to that lifestyle in the past, right? Just in the past year, I really started dialing things in again at the beginning of this year. After my relationship ended and I was forced to confront a lot of things. I was forced to confront my own shadow, my own habits, the things I was doing wrong. And when I was forced to confront those things, that allowed me to start making changes. But if things didn't end, like, who knows, I could have been going down an even worse path right now. So I'm grateful to God for the way things turned out. It's just that, man, I wasn't raised. I didn't grow up the way that I am now. You know, there was a significant shift, significant change, a glow up. You know, I started mogging, as they'll say, much later in life. And I'm not that old, but I just mean compared to my age, right? I spend more time as like a regular than I did mogging, or however you want to put it. And that shift like caused me to kind of jump into a lot of things very fast, because I never experienced those things in my younger years when maybe I should have experienced it, or maybe not, who knows. Like I didn't even have to live that life. And not to say I'm not grateful for that, because some people don't even get to understand or experience life in that capacity, right? But now that I'm being called to dial things in, it is a battle, it is a struggle. And the old me, my old self, is trying to stop that from happening, trying to self-sabotage and pull me back down the ladder, right? It is like a ladder that we're climbing. Well, there is a fire within me burning, saying, heck no, that is not going to happen. You are not coming back down this ladder. You've already climbed this far. I've already come this far, man. I've seen a lot. I've sacrificed a lot. And I know there's going to be more to sacrifice. I know I'm not done. And I know that I need to be that torch in my area. I need to light a way for my fellow Christians, people who might have the right heart condition, but they need a push. And so we got to decide to be that, guys. If you're someone watching this channel, like, you're probably that guy in your area. You might not realize it. You might not want it to be you. Or you might say, why me? Well, why not you? You know, God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call. We don't know why he chose Moses, right? Don't know why he chose David, but we do, because they wanted to be his friend. You know, that desire to serve him is all it really takes. You don't have to be the perfect servant, you know, but God recognizes desire. He searches hearts and minds, you know. Guys, you gotta stay diligent on this path. It is gonna be war, but God is gonna mold you. He's gonna prepare you for these battles. After each battle, you're being forged, you know. For each battle, you're being ascended. Right? It's like comparing, you know, you can't compare a frontline troop to a general. You just can't. The general has seen much more battles. He's seen death. He's seen war. He's seen gruesome things. He's been in situations probably where he thought he wasn't going to make it out, and he managed to make it out. That experience has given him a leg up, you know. Well, with God, it's the same way. He puts us through things. He forges us in the fire. He molds us for even stronger and more difficult battles. I know the battles will not get easier. I know this is just a start. If I can't conquer this initial battle, then I can't become the spiritual lead that my Father might want me to be. You know, and that's what I'm thinking about this morning on this Monday, because I need to enter this week with a strong mindset. I have a lot of things that could potentially go my way in my life right now, and I want them to go my way. You know, because if I manage to secure these opportunities, I can ascend even further. And I can ascend my community as well. It's not just me. I can bring people with me. You know, as a young man, you know, you want love, you want comfort, affection, stuff like that. But fellas, we go into war. We're past the time where love and affection and comfort can be a priority. You know. Our fathers got to enjoy the last bit of that. You know, we are being called to be stronger than our fathers. It might sound crazy, but that's kind of just how it works. That's how it's always worked. Generation after generation. We're being called to be stronger. You know, we're being called in a more critical time, closer to the end, closer to the return return of our master. Right? And so we need to be swinging the sword. We need to pick up and swing the sword. Right? We need to stare in the face of this system that's trying to throw all this weird stuff at us and say, shut up! You know? Not to be dramatic, but like that's like you need to emphasize that I am not going. I ain't going for that. Stand on what you believe in. You know, that's what I'm trying to be. That's what I'm trying to do. And as much as this world tries to dampen me and stop me from doing that, I will not stop. You know, and I'm also bigger than like 99% of people, anyways. So that kind of gives me a bit of motivation, right? But regardless, you gotta go. You gotta go for it. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. Don't forget that, and just keep swinging, keep fighting. That's what I wanted to share with you guys this morning. And I love you guys. You guys support me and give me an audience, so I know that my word is not in the void, but it's reaching somewhere. And the word of God is going to speak to all of us and guide us in the right direction. Let's start this week strong. Let's go, man, guys. See you tomorrow.